The ancient Ram Inn is a real place in Gloucestershire, England. It stands in the market town of Wotton-under-Edge, surrounded by hills and green valleys. From the street, it looks like a relic of a different age. Creaking oak timbers, leaning stone walls, a steep slate roof that sagged under the weight of centuries. A building built to survive. But the ancient Ram Inn is not famous for its medieval architecture. It is not visited for traditional hospitality. It is famous because one man spent 50 years claiming it was haunted. John Humphreys bought the inn in 1968. At the time, the building was in ruins, facing demolition. Humphreys wanted to preserve a piece of local history. Instead, he claimed he found a house that did not want him there. The stories began almost immediately. On his first night, Humphreys reported being dragged out of bed by his ankles. He reported cold drafts that could not be explained, shadows that moved without light, and whispers in the dark rooms. For the next 5 decades, Humphreys lived alone in the inn. He dedicated his life to protecting the building and documenting its legends. He collected bones, old artifacts, and stories. He welcomed investigators, tour groups, and curious travelers. And as the years passed, the legends grew. People claimed the inn was built on a pagan burial ground dating back thousands of years. They claimed it sat on ley lines that intersected directly under the floorboards. They spoke of a portal to another world. And they told stories of a witch who was burned at the stake nearby, whose spirit supposedly stayed in the bishop's room. This was no longer just a historic building. It was a stage for the unexplained. A place where every creak of the ancient wood was treated as a voice. But locations have history before they have legends. Before John Humphreys bought the inn, it had a long and documented past. It was built in the 12th century, possibly around 1145. It originally served as a priest's house, built to house the builders of the nearby St. Mary's Church. Later, it became a coaching inn, a place where travelers rested and horses were changed. It was a home for generations of normal families, a place of work, shelter, and ordinary life. The timbers are old because they have survived the weather, not because they are cursed. The floors are uneven because the ground has shifted over 800 years. And the shadows are deep because medieval windows were built small. That is the skeptic beat in this file. When a location is promoted as haunted, every shadow becomes an entity. Every cold draft becomes a presence. And the stories we tell can shape the way we experience the silence. John Humphreys believed the inn was haunted. He spent his life defending that belief. And now that he is gone, the inn stands as his monument. Maybe the Ram Inn is haunted by ancient spirits. Maybe it is haunted by the memories of the people who lived there. Or maybe the only thing left behind is the dedication of a man who refused to let the history be forgotten. This is the Location Files. Episode 17. The Ancient Ram Inn. Unexplained does not mean proven. It means unfinished. And this file is still open.